All I'm saying is that you cannot be out there roaming around and visiting the prisons at night in a Baldur's Gate. It's foolish and dangerous.
I'm fine. I trust in Saloon's radiance, and I know that all love alive under her light shall know her blessing. Also, the guards know me well enough not to cross me, and the ministry's important, Marco.
I don't like this, Dahlia. I don't like this at all.
Marco, you're a warrior warrior. A good friend, but a warrior warrior all the same. You ever notice how night gives evil free rein? It roams and it consumes and it victimizes the common folk of the city, and you're asking me to let it, when I can bring hope and I can lift the cloak it hides under.
Look. Can we just say that you're strong in character, but weak in body? You never once, not once, beaten me in arm wrestling.
We can't all be consumed with the impulse to run and to jump, but yes, I will admit, I'm not strong. But that changes nothing for me, Marco. I turn to the moon and say Loon is my guide.
Oh, far it be from me to doubt the Moon Maiden. But at least let me assist her in keeping you safe. Look, this belt will give you strength greater than mine. Please wear it when you go out, and if you do, I will not complain again.
Thank you, Marco. How about another rematch?
Malachi Freeman, Procurement and Recovery Specialist from the Blackfoot tribe. Most people have my profession confused. Let me kindly explain it to you. I am a procurement specialist. Sometimes the things that I have to procure are mundane things. Plants, herbs, maybe the occasional letter. Sometimes other things are more difficult to procure. Like special kind of information. But, the life of a procurement specialist is very simple. We do our job, we get our contracts, we do our job, we go home. Plan to work, and when the times come, we work that plan. And it can be monotonous, tedious, it can be life-threatening. This is not even the life that I wanted, to be honest with you. I never wanted to be a grand adventurer. My people, the Blackfoot tribe, that's what I care about. I care about making sure that my people are fine. But I'm one of the few in the tribe that's good at the work that I'm doing. And someone has to do it. So yeah, it's not a dream job, but make a living so you can enjoy the spoils afterwards. There's no reward for being dead. And I just happen to make sure I'm good enough to not end up that way.
Do you mind? I'm trying to read, so if you can just... Alright, first of all, do not call me that dancing orc. My name is Holgar Tanya. Now, what do you want? You want me to perform right now in front of all these people? Do you hear a drum being played? Do you see a bird clown right now? Huh? Do you see a talking robot? Oh, you don't? Well, how about you leave me the hell alone? That's great. You got the guard come. Well, hi. What do you want? Look, I was trying to... You see, it was... You know what? Fine. I'll leave. Now, don't you want to leave with me too? Of course you do. So if you excuse me, guards, me and my friend will have a conversation about manners.
Sky Pony, the aspect of Tempest that watches over my Uthgard's ancestors, hear me again this dawning. I am among these foreign, southern lands. I am an outsider here as much as among my tribe. I have turned away from the path of Uthgard, but never from under your wing. I unleash fury and meet death in your revered name. It is in you I trust as the darkness seeks to claim me. I give thanks that last night the darkness failed, as it has every night before that. May my steed forever be strong and swift. May my sword forever be strong and swift. May my honor forever be true to you, the ruler of black skies.
What's going on, young blood? My name's Vol. So what's your type? Mine's the type of girl that'll teach you something. See, my old lady taught me all sorts of things. Taught me how to read, and rune carve, taught me how to smith, and she taught me how to grow. Oh, she liked teaching me that. She just wished it lasted a little bit longer. Oh, yeah. Just pull up a chair and let me bend your ear for a bit. Oh, boy, do I got stories. Have you ever heard the story of Mel? The storm dragon of Home? Hold up. Is someone arm wrestling?
All right. Last time on Descent into Avernus, with Johann falling ill after the fight with Deadeye and his crew, Val and Holgar shared pleasantries at the bar with Alina, the Elf Song Tavern owner, keeping their drinks topped off. Eventually joined by Dahlia, the group did a bit of soul searching at the bottom of a bottle. Agreeing to disagree, the group retired for the night, as Holgar reserved a special room for the group to meet for breakfast in the morning. Waking in the morning and meeting Annette, Alina's daughter, the party, save for Johann, woke and met to discuss their next steps over breakfast. With the info they obtained from Tarina, they determined that Nymph's Pool, a nearby bathhouse, seemed to be tied to the cult of the Dead Three, as members had been seen entering and leaving in the late hours of the night. Eventually making their way to Nymph's Pool, they observed the facility with stained glass imagery of nymphs dancing and frolicking in water in a courtyard containing a large opulent fountain. As they entered, they were stopped by a young man named Johnny Walker, who demanded that they pay for entry before utilizing the bathhouse's services. With Val happily paying 11 gold to enter, the group approached the front door only to be asked again by the attendant to pay for using the bathhouse's services, realizing they had been duped by Johnny Walker, much to Val's chagrin. With Dahlia and Malachi choosing to get massages to try and get information from their masseuses, the others decided to enter the public bath areas. With Dahlia casting Zone of Truth as she began to enter her massage room, she was aggressively approached by the guard at the door, a guy named Mikey, who wasn't very cordial. Realizing she was indeed a paying customer, Mikey let her through, while glaring and keeping a sharp watch while doing so. Finally, in the room for her massage, Dahlia struck up a good conversation, getting information from the masseuse that the owner of the bathhouse is actually a member of the Duke Van Thampa's family, a brutish ex-soldier named Mortlock, who tends to throw wild parties on the premises at late nights. It was also revealed that Mortlock was the one who beefed up security of the bathhouse, employing some of his old war buddies to tighten up the protection of the place. As we shift our attention to the opposite massage room, we will begin our adventure there.
Transition.
What is the word? I'm Winston Lewis III. I am your host for D&D Episodicals 4. Here, with the wonderful cast descending into Avernus, currently at Baldur's Gate. I am here with my friends. I am a man of many talents, master of very few, but I talk a lot, and that serves you very well when you are DMing this group of hooligans. Starting off, Derica, introduce yourself.
Yes, I'm Derica. And we are all Derica. I don't know. I just like hanging out, playing games with my friends. I'm excited to see all you in chat. I see you, Dapper. I'm still running off that high from from the streamathon. I'm fully the hooligan 99% of the time. Yep, that is accurate.
Yes,
I
we
love
are
playing-
Derica. We are one.
You got a soundbox. Yes, you did. Keep going, Derek. I'm sorry. Yes.
Give him a natural 20. Give the DM a natural 20 for that.
No, what are you saying, you fool?
So that's me. I'm gonna pass it on to Chris. I'm gonna pass it to Chris.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your main man, Chris. Apparently, I'm the original because apparently there's now 2 Chris Walkers in the ethos. I'd just like to say that I am stamped here first as the OG Chris Walker.
This is the original.
Much love to the other Chris Walker. I mean, just saying, I'm your boy. But yeah, I'm here to have fun with these goofballs, and I'm ready to take a bath. Because, we all know I need it.
Gotta get clean.
I realized that you just transitioned into like talking about the show and not real life Chris.
That's what you call a seamless transition.
I was like, why would we know that? Why? It's like, because we're in a bathhouse. Okay, cool.
Shay.
What's up? It's your boy. I'm sorry. I was gonna do that too. And I was like, oh no, he did first, but I'm still gonna do it because I'm that awkward guy. Hello, my name is Shay. I do stuff on Rim, like I used to DM, and then I'm a player, and I may be doing a podcast thing. And now I'm a player, and I hear myself, and I sound
That was me.
so
Sorry.
tired. Yeah, that's about me. I make music, I think. Yeah. I make music. I got a drum. I make it
100%.
100%. And then I do goofy stuff like this. Yeah. All right. Let's go to Lawrence.
Hal.
Or Hal. Let's go to Hal.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. We are Derica, which is confusing for me because that's a recent development for me. I've been Hal for so long. I'm happy to be back. I had my own dungeon crawl to battle some horrible gopher monsters that were interfering with my internet cable. So I'm able to be here this week. So that's a good thing.
Awesome. Yeah, we missed you during the streamathon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was more upset about missing this than L5R.
looking for Johan. But
Yeah.
Johan is back. Guess who's back?
It has been
Johan's back.
established.
Yes, and I did figure out
Favorites.
the glasses situation. I can't wear glasses under the helmet, so I'm just wearing them over the helmet.
But you can wear an eye patch, which you did get in your last.
Yeah,
episode,
that's a Jedediah thing. I don't think
fair.
That's fair.
That's it.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
you gotta
That's
balance
fair.
it.
You have to do it for the lulz.
Yeah.
Lawrence.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lawrence Calvert. I'm known as Anansi101 on Twitch. Trying to get my come follow me one time. Hopefully, I can actually stream much more regularly. I'm working on some stuff over here. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm here with my friends, ready to get this salt scrub at this bathhouse, and we're about to have a good old time. So yes.
Glisten.
Yeah.
I'm about to get some knots. You'll say you gotta get some knots worked out.
In case anyone was wondering, Sarah feels much better. In case anyone was wondering.
Yeah.
Wait. What's going on with Sarah?
If you enjoy any of the wonderful content that we present to you here at RIM, whether it is on this stream or any of our other streams that we have throughout the week, join the Patreon. Just come on for like $1. What is it for $1? Right, $2. $2. Sorry, inflation. For $2, you can join the Patreon and support this wonderful content that we bring
You
you.
can see me DM soon.
Indeed, you will be seeing.
But only if you're on Patreon.
That's a Ravnica adventure,
Can
right?
I join
It is. It is.
Yeah.
I already did it. I already did it. I'm so sorry. We did
So
Crank
join the
Those Ways.
Patreon. Join the Patreon. And while we are playing here this morning, you can affect the game. You can donate your channel bits. You can donate your stream points. To give inspiration. You can give successful hits. You can give nat 20s. If you follow, you get to give inspiration. And if you subscribe, you get to give a nat 20. So follow along, support the adventurers today. You can also support the GM because trust me, we've got some sinister things ahead for this group. And I am looking forward to being able to use
But our sweetheart, what are you trying to do?
But we're Derica.
and none of the Derricas like this.
But we can all have multiple aspects of ourselves. We are many. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tom, for giving me a nat 20 at the very beginning of the day. I appreciate that, and that will go to use. With that being said, we return to the Nymphs Pool, a bathhouse in Baldur's Gate, where it has been, where allegedly the dead three have been seen coming and going in the wee hours of night. When we last kicked off, Malachi was about to get his massage, was about to get his scrub, while also scrubbing for information. So we move over to the south massage parlor, where Malachi, you walk in. This room does not have a guard. You notice that the room that Derica entered had a guard for some reason. This room does not have a guard. You just kind of like walk in, and the masseuse is there, ready to, as you walk in, the masseuse is kind of like a well-built half-elven man, who you can tell that he is utilizing his employee discount here at this bathhouse because his skin is immaculate. Like this dude is glowing. But he immediately comes over. Yeah, he's clean. And so he comes over, and as you walk in, and he's like, "Step right on in. I'll be with you in just a moment. Go ahead and get comfortable. Are you allergic to any lavenders or anything along those lines?"
Not that I know of.
No puffiness, no red eye or anything like that. No throat swelling up, anything like that.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, cool, fine. I think we've got this. Go ahead and lie on, and he like kind of pats on the table for the massage. And he says, "Go on, lie down, and go ahead and remove your top for me, and I'll be with you in just a moment." And you see him begin to kind of like rustle through a bag that has like some files and things like that. You hear like some clinking of glass and whatnot. And you begin to smell like a couple of like really fresh fragrances coming through. Like you get a nice hint of lavender. You get some floral notes besides the lavender that you don't really recognize. There's even a smell of mango, which is somewhat rare here in Baldur's Gate, but that smell is just kind of like it enraptures you as you lay down and you hear it.
All right. It's very aphrodisiac, like aromatics and that type of thing.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Then, I'm all for it. I haven't had Malachi hasn't had a massage or a vacation or a break in like 3 years. So like he's taking like you ain't gotta tell me twice.
So as you get on the table and you see him kind of like lotion up his hands and kind of like prepare himself, and he says, are there any spots that have been particularly tense in the past that you'd like me to pay attention to?
Uh, my right shoulder, and and some of my in the middle of my back as well.
I see, I see. All right, well, go on and relax. I've been doing this for a while. You can trust me. If I'm a little bit too tense, just let me know, and I'll adjust.
I will let you know.
And he starts kind of like massaging like your shoulders. He kind of starts at the shoulders, and as he's doing so, it's like, so you're pretty well built. You're the adventuring type.
Sometimes. Most of the time, I'm more like a mailman. I deliver people's mail most of the time.
A mailman? I've never seen a mailman as built as this.
Well,
you must be hauling some pretty large packages.
I mean, I also have to go hunting too. Like my family mostly hunts, but I like to. I don't always like to be in the dirt all the time. You understand?
I see. Yes, I mean, I grew up on a farm myself. I kind of understand, you have to get dirty sometimes to have a good day's work. Obviously, that's not as much of a problem here, but I understand.
I haven't been in a place like this in like 3 years. So yes, you said you grew up on a farm. When I'm back home, that's mostly what I'm doing. I'm farming and hunting and fishing.
It makes sense. It makes sense. I appreciate the working man. They are the foundation of our society. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
And he gives you like a whiff of like lotion. He's like, is this good? And kind of like puts it in front of your face, kind of like wafts it in. And then he begins to like apply it, into your back. He says, your lower back is rather tense. You do a lot of running.
Yes, and I've been chased. Mostly running away from deer and other things. If you notice on the lower back, there's a hoof print that hasn't gone away.
Yeah. Well, it looks like someone kicked your ass. And he's kind of,
I haven't, sir. I haven't had a vacation in 3 years, and this is my first time being able to do so. What is it to do around here outside of the bathhouse? Outside of just visiting the bathhouse?
Oh, I mean, if you're in this district, the bathhouse is it, hon. I can tell you, there's not much more happening in this district. I would suppose if you were a little bit higher up, but people don't come to Baldur's Gate here to vacation. It's more so if they're coming here to get a fix or to fix someone, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, wow. Yeah, yes. I know what you're saying.
But we like to think that the Nymph's Bath is a bit of an oasis in the middle of the desert.
You can say that again. I definitely agree with that. So if I wanted to find some female entertainment or some other entertainment, where would I go for that?
And you notice that his good sir. You notice that his eyes perk up a little bit. And he says, I'm not sure that I know what you mean. I mean, there are a lot of great theaters in this town, and I know some of the greatest actresses from Baldur's Gate come here for massages. What exactly are you looking for?
I mean, a show would be nice. Some companionship, if that's okay, for an evening.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, I'm not good at this. I wish I was. Hold on, I'm
Me
sorry.
too. This is hilarious.
I need you to roll 1. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need this to be like.
You said persuasion,
Yeah,
bruh.
persuasion.
I'm about to roll a 1. Like, what you talking about? I rolled a 3.
Oh.
Type good as a one.
And he says, and he's like, yeah, unfortunately, we are not that kind of establishment. I'm sure that if you were, you could find that type of entertainment elsewhere if the theaters aren't your type. But certainly, I'm sure that if you're looking for it, you can find it in Baldur's Gate. Just not here.
Are there any good pubs or parties around here at night? Like any good nighttime entertainment outside the theater?
Make another persuasion check for me.
Oh my god. Come on, Dice. Come on.
Oh, that's.
Nope. I'm getting none today.
What was that?
I rolled a 2. Like,
Oof. All right. Yeah. So that's going to be. Yeah. He's pretty despondent. It's like I'm sure that you could find something in the. I'm sure that you could find something in the maybe Elf Song Tavern, the Docks District. I hear that the sailors like to get pretty rowdy, but yeah, most parties here are nondescript.
okay, I understand. I'm definitely going to finish, but I am going to enjoy this while I have it. I do not, as much as I look forward to going back home, cleaning stables or cleaning fish is not. It's not always enjoyable.
Okay.
Yeah.
About a block or two away, we see Johann walking through Baldur's Gate. At about this time, it's the morning, so Baldur's Gate is known as the city that never sleeps. And it's kind of there's a common hustle and bustle that you see as people are moving and shifting about. Johann, as you're walking toward the location that your friends left a note for you, that they were heading toward.
After his nightmares, he probably feels like he didn't sleep either, and everyone around him was moving in fast forward speed.
Yeah. You kind of feel like you almost feel as if your body is kind of like on autopilot, and you're kind of like floating through the city just to this destination. Like it just seems like people are zooming around. But as you're walking, you bump into a young man with blonde hair and a little bit of stubble on his beard. It seems kind of nondescript. And he bumps into you, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry about that, sir." And he just kind of like keeps moving. And he says, "You should get rest, bud." And he keeps walking away.
First thing I do is make sure my coin purse is still there.
You notice that your coin purse is missing.
All right. He's not going to get out of arm's reach then.
So what do you do?
I grab him by the back of his shirt at the base of his neck.
And he's just like, oh, sorry, sir. And as soon as he puts his hands up, your coin purse drops to the ground, and he's like, I think you dropped something.
Yes, thank you for finding that for me.
And he's he just kind of I'm assuming you eventually like let him go. Or what do you do?
I'm gonna see if I just as a player I forget the name of the place we're supposed to go to. What's the bathhouse's name?
The Nymph's Pool.
Okay. Is there any indication from what we know of those employees that he looks like he might be one, or as far as I know, he's just some random cut purse?
He doesn't look like. I mean, he doesn't. the from the discussion about the dead three, they don't seem. He doesn't have any glaring indication. If you would like to make a perception check, to look, further, like there's nothing, on first sight that would make.
Before I let him go, I'm going to still ominously hold his shirt, but talk to him like, "Oh, hey, hey, friend. While I have your attention, since you did me this favor, what have you heard any rumors about the dead three?"
He says, "Dead three. Trust me, Johnny Walker wants nothing to do with those guys. I can guarantee you that."
Well, then I won't ask. I won't ask Johnny Walker. Then I'll ask you.
What do you mean? Johnny Walker is what they call me, buddy.
Indeed.
He says, "Trust me, I got no business with the dead three. The dead three, the live three, the 2 live crew. I don't care. If it's any of those guys, they can keep their business to themselves, and I'll stick to mine." No, the Wu-Tang Clan. They're cool. You don't want to fuck with them, but they're pretty cool.
Cannot.
Yeah. If you're interested, you can find them in the dock district.
I'm sorry. Did you say that one more time? You can find them where?
I'm sorry, Dahlia, you're not here right now. So.
Yeah, Derek needs to know what you just said.
We all are Dereka.
We all are Dereka. Yeah,
we all are Dereka.
We are all Dereka.
Because Dereka heard you could find them in the Thought District.
The Docks District.
Okay, thank you. Now you can see why I needed clarification.
The Thought District. Hashtag Thought District.
Hey, ice cream. Hey, they trying to get that ice cream. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get that ice cream.
Here comes the Thought Police.
All right.
So Johan.
He doesn't. He says he doesn't know anything about the dead three. I'm going to ask him about the VIP, back rooms in the nymphs massage parlor.
How do you ask this? Are you kind of like leveraging the fact that you're holding on to him? Because you do kind of tower over this. So are you asking cordially, or are you trying to kind of like strong arm him into answering this question?
I've already tried the intimidation route. I'll pick up my coins and make a show of not putting them away yet. Alleging that I might give him something if he shares the information I'm looking for.
He says, information don't come easy here in Baldur's Gate. What the information I do have could be, worth maybe a gold piece.
Well, my mama taught me you always got to test the goods before you pay for them. So if your information is worth a gold piece, I'll give it to you.
Make a persuasion check at advantage.
Let's see. Where's how do you do advantage on the roll?
You hit you hold down shift and then click it.
Mm-hmm.
The die should turn into a plus sign.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yep.
Okay, that's a 16. He's like, all right, fine. I mean, you're obviously an upstanding citizen.
And we're obviously friends. You found my coin purse for me.
Indeed. He says, I've been to the Nymphs pool a couple of times or two, and if you pay attention to the layout of the building, one of their massage parlors is a little bit larger than what it appears to from the outside. Just saying.
Maybe they have a big storeroom.
It's possible. But trust me, I've had a couple of massages in that place, and yeah, it looks a lot smaller from the inside.
So Johnny Walker isn't on the list to get into the back rooms?
Yeah, unfortunately not. Like I said,
Who is on
there are a couple of lists that I don't like being on, but yeah.
That sounds like a list that'd be good to be on, though.
Possibly. I mean,
Do you know
there
anyone
are some-
who's on that list?
That's the type of information that most people pay to get the information.
Well, I think that would be worth a gold piece.
I think so as well. And do you hand him a gold piece?
I am telling him I want to hear it, and then I'll give him the gold piece. Because if it's a goofy name like Mickey Mouse, he ain't getting a gold piece.
He's
Funny that you say
Ricky
that.
Rat.
make a persuasion check.
I can't. Whew.
16 again. Okay. He's like, I mean, there's a certain Duke's son who, is listed prominently.
Wow, every Duke I've heard of likes to name their son.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never heard of a Duke's son who didn't have a name before.
This is true, but my memory's kind of foggy,
All right.
But I know money's been known to jog the somatic responses. I think nerves or something along those lines.
I don't know. You've already got 2 gold pieces, so you know what? We might have to try something else to jog the memory. I hear.
Did you give him the gold pieces?
Oh, I'm holding it in front of him. If he doesn't want to give me the name, he ain't getting the gold piece.
Make an intimidation check.
Alrighty. That's exactly where we were going with this.
He's all right. So Duke Van Thamper, right?
Everybody knows Duke Van Thempert. I'd say it so I can try to remember his name.
Yeah. She's like, the stuffy broad. She's she's got 3 no good sons. One of them is Soldier, and Soldier Boy's on that list. Yeah, along with some of his best buddies.
Tell him.
I think
Social Boy off in the what?
I think that he's I heard that he and some of his buddies have been on the top of that list for about the past month or so.
So I'm sure Soldier Boy is not his name. That's like a rapper.
Mortlock Van Thamper, I think.
Is that a name that I would know, perhaps, or
Where's my
you've been around Baldur's Gate long enough to know the Dukes, and Van Thamper is one of the Dukes. That's the family name, and so Duke Van Thamper. She's pretty prominently featured, and she's been a pretty. You've seen her probably in the papers quite a bit the past few months, because she has been against a lot of the corruption that is happening in Baldur's Gate. And she's been a pretty outspoken voice against the corruption that happens.
okay?
DM, can you say her name? Can you spell her name one time, or can you say her name one more time?
So Van Thamper is VanThampur.
And he said her son's name was Matlock or something like that.
Mortlock.
Mortlock.
Yeah.
I was close.
Yeah, it was close.
Matlock.
Yeah, Mortlock Van Thamper.
All right, that's worth the gold piece.
And do you let him go, or do you have other questions?
I figure if I need to find him, I know where he likes to prey on passersby. I'll bet I can find him again. So I'll give him that arm around the head and noogie. It hurts, but I'm pretending like it's a playful. We're friends. We'll see you soon.
And he kind of like rustles his hair, and holds his head as he pulls away from you. He's like, "Yeah, I hope you get on that list, buddy. Thanks for the payment." He's got the coins between his fingers, and he, like in a flip, puts them in his hand.
Yeah, see you again soon, friend.
Yeah. Let's hope it's not too long. And he just walks away.
Okay.
And eventually, you happen upon this bathhouse. You notice that there are that it is it's a single single story building with stained glass windows and like clay roof tiles, and there is a courtyard that is not with a gate that is not closed or guarded, and there are a number of fountains with nymphs like pouring water.
Is it an attached structure, or is it a building that stands all by itself?
It's an attached structure. So there's a courtyard that is attached to the building itself. The walls are attached to the building itself.
Okay. Well, I do want to try to walk the perimeter and get an idea for what Johnny Walker was talking about with the extra space that's unaccounted for from the inside.
Yeah. So at the front, so there are the walls around the perimeter itself. Like looking inside, you notice that the perimeter of the walls coincide with a building, with the building itself, part of the way through.
So is it their own campus that's completely enclosed in a wall?
Yeah. The entryway is enclosed that way.
Okay. So I would have to get inside the wall to then walk the perimeter of the building.
To at least the front part of it, there is a part of the wall. So the wall itself covers two sides of the building. So it ends right before the corners on both of those sides. That's where the courtyard is. But you could go around the back side of the building, and actually be at the back of the building, not the wall itself.
Okay. Well, if I don't see any doors on the back, I just want to take a look. If I do, I want to listen and see what's there to hear, and if not, I'll just go in the front door.
If you go around, you do notice that there are windows, with some of them open. And you actually hear as you pass the windows, you actually hear the voices of two of your allies, speaking with someone, about going-ons. You overhear something about
nobody screaming in pain and terror.
No, it's actually a pretty calm, cordial conversation.
That part hasn't started yet.
But yeah, you know, at least from this, that your friends are inside and they're okay.
So the
oh god.
You hear Malachi.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to look in that window.
You don't want to. Trust me. You'll see things you
A
don't
little to the
want
left. A little to the left. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, right there.
I'm just picturing him being folded into like a pretzel, and he's just like, "Yep."
I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I hear a little to the left, I'm imagining that dude tied into a chair with no bottom.
So,
for those who've seen Casino Royale, know what I'm talking about.
Johan, you go to the. You return. You eventually circle around the building. You return to the gate of the courtyard. And yeah, it's a pretty well kept little garden inside the courtyard. It is in stark contrast to the kind of rough urban streets of Baldur's Gate, and kind of not what you would expect in this place. But yeah, the lawn is well manicured. There are flowers that seem to be tended to and that are growing in different areas throughout the garden, and with the very opulent fountain that that rests inside. Yeah, it's a pretty nice place.
I think I will hang out by the garden then, and I don't want to barge in and interrupt what the other people are doing. Especially, especially some of them sound like I don't want to interrupt that at all.
So eventually, Hogar and Vol, you guys see Johan appear at the front door as an attendant. The attendant like stops them, and it starts like running down the fees for entering the bathhouse or for getting a massage.
Is this like the person like from outside, or because I'm inside? Is like because there's two people who said this. There's one inside and one outside.
No, it's the actual attendant. Johnny Walker wasn't there anymore.
Cool. I will say, what up? I mean, how you doing? Did you get breakfast? Did you get the breakfast? There was a whole room I rented out. Breakfast, some hash browns, some McGriddles. Did you get that?
I'm gonna give him a nod, but pretend that I didn't hear it while I'm talking to someone's gonna come up and accost me for these are the prices. I want to tell her that I'm a man at arms in service to Matlock. I forget his name. As a player, I can't remember.
Morlock.
Morlock. Yeah, yes. Morlock.
And that I want to get back into the VIP section.
Make a persuasion. Because immediately the attendant, he's like, VIP. Yeah. I'm not sure what you mean.
The exclusive section where the hoi polloi don't go.
The attendant says, I can assure you, sir, that he says, I can assure you, sir, that there is no
manager. I'm gonna play Karen now.
Sir,
manager.
I think
manager. If you don't get the manager, I'll have you, fired and begging on the streets by the end of the day.
Sir, make a persuasion check at advantage.
Oh man,
I played the Karen card.
Was it shift?
Yes.
Yeah, shift.
It's not working.
Yeah, you gotta click. You gotta make sure you click the beyond the D&D Beyond page, so you make sure you're in it, and then do it.
That roll once or twice.
You hit it.
That was once.
That's once.
All right. Well, shift worked before, so whatever.
That was I only see one.
Yeah, I just rolled the second one.
Oh, that one.
Well, you know what? Can I pick the nat one?
You can.
I don't have to take the higher result, do I?
You don't.
You don't have to.
Okay, yeah. Let's pick the nat 1 and see if this just turns into a fight instead.
I love story.
So
Why?
the
I'm trying to complete my soul scrub.
the attendant like clutches at fake pearls around his neck. And he
I invented pearls. What are you doing?
And he says security. And you see this kind of like bulky guy begin walking toward the front desk from one of there's a room toward the back of the bathhouse. And he begins with the front where you are.
I will walk towards him. I'm gonna like pretend that I think he's the manager and start complaining to him.
All right, so you say I see him come in and I see this play out, right?
Yeah. You get if you're not enraptured by the warmth of the bath that you are in.
I might be.
So make a
check.
Yeah, I was going to say make a perception check at disadvantage.
Because if I remember correctly, you cannonballed into the bath.
You did.
Yes.
I'm in there and I'm getting in all the folds and creases and nooks and I have the bath to myself. Disregarding, typical bathhouse, etiquette. You scrub first and you soak in the bath. Yeah. No, I'm scrubbing in the bath. I'm in here by myself. So, you said roll a what test?
That's a perception check at disadvantage.
Perception check.
Because this is a really comfortable bath. Like this is one. They've got one of the best.
Wait. Do they have? Do they have a fire? Do they have like a fire genasi under the thing, making sure that they have a continuous flame to heat up the baths?
Are you asking this out loud?
No, I'm asking. No, I'm asking. No, Lawrence is asking this to the GM.
It feels very like Flintstones.
I can't tell you. But I can, from what you understand, the reports that the Nymphs Pool uses a fire genasi are unfounded. The Nymphs Pool have never used slave labor of any kind. And everyone who works for the Nymphs Pool is paid well. We would just like to put a kibosh in that right now.
Right. I got you.
So you rolled an 8. Val you rolled an 8.
Yes.
You have no idea that any of this is
just fucking all up in that. Just
yeah. So Hogar, you didn't get in the bath, so
yeah, I'm seeing this.
So you would notice this, yeah.
Where is the person that is walking out at? Like he's walking from the massage room. He's the same one that you saw kind of like aggressively grab Dahlia as she was going in. Cool. I am going to look at him. Snap my fingers and do this. I'm gonna be like, "Oh, good sir," and hearing what Johan said. Didn't you want to show us the VIP room that he's invited to? And I'm gonna cast suggestion.
Okay. All right. Yes, buddy.
That is...
half of us is naked. We ain't got our weapons.
This is where I shine. I'm listening.
Okay.
Man, how was I supposed to know that you guys would walk into an assassin's den and take your armor off?
That's a 13.
Yep, that's a fail.
All right.
You're right. My armor is off. I need to.
So he's like, yeah, the VIP room, right this way.
Thank you. So kind.
And
such a sweet soul.
It took long enough, man.
And he,
right people.
He walks. He says. He says, "Follow me, buddy."
All right.
And he walks up to the door. He knocks on the door that you saw Dahlia go into.
Mm-hmm.
And the you see this woman come to the door. She says, "What is it, Mikey? I'm busy." And Mikey's like, "We got 2 for VIP." And she says, "Well, you know, I'm here with a client. You're gonna have to wait."
Oh, hey. Dang it! I've already started talking before I thought if this was a good idea or not.
Excuse me, we're part of the party.
Yeah, I was like, oh, hey, those are my friends. Hey, friends.
Wait, Dahlia, do you? Okay, this is a real question. Do you have all your armor? Like, what part of the massage are you at right now? Because do I need to be like, oh, Dahlia, hello? Do I need to do that?
No,
The door is not open, by the way.
Yeah, you just want to know how to react.
Yes, I need to know. This.
So I think
What
Dahlia
shade
was
of undress
actually
are you
in the. Yeah, Dahlia was getting a massage. I think I want to try to sneakily kind of look around the room as I hear like we got some VIPs. I'm like, is there something in this room? Because I'm connecting. He was guarding this room in particular, and then he's brought these people back for VIP.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do like a quick kind of investigating the room while she's like yelling through the door?
Yeah, make an investigation check for me.
Gonna do that right now. It's gonna be great.
Y'all doing y'all thing. I'm just letting you know. My character is naked. I'm
gonna use one of my inspirations.
All right, yeah. So roll that again.
I'm out here. What? What just happened?
So Dahlia,
I think I'm distracted by hearing Hal's voice, or I'm sorry,
Erica's voice.
Hearing
Erica's voice, yes.
Hearing Johan's voice because he was not with us originally, and so I'm not actually doing it. I'm trying to listen too hard to the conversation, and I can't.
So you just look up. You begin kind of like looking around. And you're like, lotion, oil, Twilight Woods, what? And you have like no idea. You can't make heads or tails of this room. It's just, you know.
Yeah. All right, guys.
And so Mikey turns to you guys and he's like, "All right, we'll put you on the list. Just give us a moment." And then he motions for you to take a seat at 2 benches that are near a bath that's in front of the doors.
Cool. Did I see where everybody went? Like what parts of the rooms they went? Like did I see Vol going to the bath? Did I see?
So the bath, the bath is just a large room. Like there are 3 baths in a large room. It's public bathing. So you know, you're looking. If you turn, you can see Vol, and he's in another world, kind of like scrubbing and getting clean. And you did see Dahlia go into the north room, and Malachi went into the south room.
Okay, I'm gonna knock on the south room right quick.
Okay.
Not
Oh God! Yeah. Hey,
just
like that.
Freeman. Could you wrap this up? I mean, it's not. Let's be honest. You're not really having that much fun. Can you please just wrap this up?
You hear from the door. Go away! You can't rush art.
My dude, I am Art. Can you please just knock on the
You ain't gonna mess up my massage, okay? You ain't messing up my massage today.
Hey, I want to go somewhere because we had this thing planned and we was trying to get the thing planned and good. Knock.
I'm good.
You're not good. I'm trying to tell you, you're not good. You are opposite of good. You are bad. You are like from the depths of every bad thing you can think of. Bad. I need you to come out because you get good.
All right. I wave the man off. And I go to the door with my towel on. I'm looking up because I'm short.
Mm-hmm.
Brother, I have not been in a bathhouse in 3 years.
3 years.
I have not had a massage in almost 3 years. You ain't gonna mess up my massage today. Okay?
I was like, you know what? Go ahead, do your massage. Have fun.
Is there something wrong?
No, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing at all wrong. I am not knocking on your door for no reason. I just want to mess you up because that's what I do. That's exactly who I am. And I was gonna walk away.
And so, yeah, and then you, so Hogar, you just hear the door slam behind you.
All right. My bad, sir. Like some people they gotta. I don't know what's going on with them. As a matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna put my towel on. I will be right back. I walk out the door so I can go talk to Hogar.
Okay.
All right. I walk out the door, catch up to Hogar. I'm like, Hogar, brother. What's going on?
I walked to Val, and I probably already discussed I think I got away.
Did you point the ball?
No, I'm walking to Val. I am that near Val. He is butt naked in this bathhouse, and I'm talking to him.
As you walk up to him, you realize you're not quite sure if it's the reflection of the water or whatnot, but he seems to fill the entire pool at the moment, at the entire bath at the moment. He's kind of as he's scrubbing all the stuff.
So, and really quick, Johan, what are you doing while this is happening?
I saw Hal go like this, which cracked me up. I knew it was probably Hal fixing his glasses, but I like the thought of Johan being like, "Auga."
I am not I can't see too much in Roll20. I'm not sure where this door was that I'm supposed to be at.
I think you are outside still.
Our fighter's disadvantage is he has to put it down one of his pants legs. No,
Stop! Why?
I'm just gonna have
it wasn't me this time.
Show.
I think that is as good a place as any for us to take a break.
Yeah, we need a timeout.
In 10 minutes.
Oh, God.
Back for more shenanigans.
All right.
Thank you, Jack. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Boom.
No.
Welcome back to D&D Episodicals 4, Baldur's Gate, Descent into Avernus. Continuing with the bathhouse shenanigans, remember that you can affect the game by donating your stream points and your bits to reward these wonderful players or myself with inspirations, auto hits, and nat 20s. So, interact with the game. Also, yes, chat, we can hear you. And it hurts. No, not really. Keep it coming. We love the interaction.
It doesn't hurt when it's funny, though.
It hurts.
I mean, it doesn't hurt when the shade is not thrown at me, but
It's always how could you say something so controversial yet so true?
Yet so brave.
So brave. Yeah.
With that, people are trying to figure out how to get into the VIP. So, with a bit of suggestion from Hogar, on Mikey, the bouncer for the North Massage Room. They're going to go talk to Val, who is in the bath currently.
Quick question. Didn't we discuss at breakfast that we were only coming here for recon? We wasn't coming here to actually fight, right?
Well, one person wasn't here for.
Yes.
I missed that. I missed that part of it.
And that
So
was
it's
not in the,
going
that was not in the note.
that wasn't in the note.
I'm here to kick doors in. So
Yep, and I
So funny. I love all of this.
Don't pull the trigger in a mission.
House splits.
So Hogar, you approach Val, who's currently scrub-a-dub-dubbing in the bath, the one of the baths.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Val, and I know Malachi's here now, so I will even say to him. So I think I got a way into. In fact, I got a way into the VIP room. So if y'all want to, get ready for to go, that'd be lovely. But I don't,
VIP.
VIP, yeah, the VIP, the VIP. And I look at Johan and says, you know what, that was good. I like what you did there. But I'm going.
Do they have an even bigger tub in there?
This is only, folks. This was supposed to be a recon mission only. We get information, then we leave.
Yeah, but it turned into more because well, I don't know what message you left Johan, but he went full in, and I'm like, oh, we're going for it, and it's working. It's working beautifully, and we need to whisper. By the way, that's what I'm trying to.
I was whispering. This is the reason why I lowered my voice. Like I was whispering. We don't have to just get information.
For the record, Vol did not whisper what he was saying. Do they have an even bigger tub in there? Like,
you notice Mikey look in your direction, but like he eventually just kind of like looks back. As he like surveys the rest of the house.
So yeah, I think we're going to go, going for it. We're going for it.
Do I know?
Wrap it up just a little bit.
Do I know where my stuff is? My set of leather, my weapons, all that stuff.
Yeah, it's just sitting on a table in the massage room.
Oh, it's in the massage room. Okay.
Yeah. I mean that's where you got. Yeah, that's where you got undressed.
No one stole it from you.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna just go back in the room and just grab. Don't say that.
I'm sorry.
Don't put that. Don't put that.
No one will acknowledge it.
it's a bad habit of hers.
I was just saying, bro. Don't put that in. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. Okay.
Is that your patron?
That was Lauren saying that. Malachi didn't hear any of that. Malachi sighs heavily, and then just walks back into the room because he's not gonna be able to finish my massage. And I'm like,
yeah, and so so the half elf that was in there, he's like ready. He was like, all right, so are we back to business?
I may have to go for a hot second. I will be back later today to finish the rest of this. You are amazing at what you do. I tip him a gold because I'm like, I grab my bag, I tip him a gold because I'm like, you are amazing, brother, and I will be back.
All right. So he, as you say this, he comes over. He's like, it's unfortunate that we can't finish. And he grabs you by the head, does like a quick twist to the left, quick twist to the right, and then pats you on the back, and you just feel like 100%. He says, don't run too much. It's bad. It can be bad for your back. If your form's not correct, it can be bad for your back. It's a whole long story. I'm going to tell you. Take care of yourself, buddy, and I will see you very soon, hopefully.
Thank you, sir. I didn't even catch your name, sir, and I'm so sorry. I was being rude.
Yes, you can call me Jace.
Jace.
The body
Thank you.
sculpture.
Second, I had to remind myself we weren't in Ravnica.
Yeah.
It's like,
My name is Malachi, and I thank you very much.
He shakes your hand, and there is like you notice that your hand just it smells floral after he shakes your hand.
I was already smelling like herbs earlier. Remember, because I waked and baked, so I smell like herbs, and now I smell floral. So I mean, like, yeah.
Oh yes, I recall. So,
so
Lavender and
is
Kush,
Dahlia?
Dahlia. So Dahlia, you are you're still getting your massage,
Right. Okay.
and the lady is yeah, she's like almost there, hon. We're almost done.
Yeah. Thanks. Sarah's feeling real nice now. Yeah, for sure has chilled out a little bit. I think we're gonna be good friends. So what's this VIP area they were talking about?
And Zone of Truth is still cast, right?
Yeah.
I don't really know the details, but Mikey runs it.
Mikey likes it.
He runs the VIP. So why was he guarding this door? Is it the whole like love-hate thing y'all got going on?
Ooh.
No, because Mortlock told him to. This is usually the room where him and his friends party.
Ah. But they're not here, so that confuses me why he's standing outside the door.
Look, I do the massages, I get my money, and I go. That's what I'm here for, darling.
I lower my voice and I go, Are there places in this room you're not supposed to like go or mess with?
She points over. She says, "Yeah, that shelf. That's all their VIP stuff. And it's just a shelf full of like different crates, and some like small chests."
Yeah, and I say, "Oh, I must go take a peek. You won't tell, will you?"
She is at this. She is very apprehensive. She's like, "I'm not losing my job. I'm not losing my job over your curiosity, hon. You're a great person, but I'm just saying."
I definitely don't want to put your job in jeopardy, but also like if you know that Mortlock is up to no good, and that he's got some stuff in here. I don't want.
Hey! I never said he was up to no good. I just said that he has a habit of partying.
I think trashing the place and using up all your oils is the definition of no good.
Look, it's his business. I let him run it how he wants to. I don't like it, but he pays the bills.
You know what? I don't want to interfere with your money, so I will let it go.
She says, she's in a bit of a huff, but she's like, yeah, fine.
Cool. So this VIP section, is there any way I can check this out though? Like, how do I qualify for VIP?
Yeah, you got to play the Karen card.
She says, typically you have to pay up, or you have to be one of Mortlock's friends to be on that list.
Huh. But my friends just got on the list, so I'm assuming that they paid, right?
I mean, I'm not sure. That's between them.
You're right. Well, they better not be leaving me out of this. That's all I'm saying.
Look, hon, you need to stand up for yourself. Don't let any of these guys tell you what you can and can't do. You stand up for yourself, hon. You deserve it. All right?
You're right. And also, you deserve it. Do not let Mikey make you feel less than fabulous, okay?
Look, trust me, hon. Mikey's not going to make me feel anything that I don't want to. You can just worry about yourself. I've got Mikey tied down.
Okay. And I think I'm going to continue the massage. I'm going to let the guys do what the guys are doing. I think Dahlia is laying on the table contemplating how to like get a look at what's on the shelf or whether or not she needs to just come back at night.
Yeah, she just says, I mean, you're mostly through the massage.
Oh, sweet.
So like by the time that you guys finish like conversating, she's pretty much she pretty much finishes, and she's like, "There you go, hun. You should be feeling 10 years younger."
Yes, my 20s, quite the year.
And she says, she says, your clothes are there on the table. If you want to go ahead and get dressed, and then she gives you a vial with like some lotion on it, with lotion in it. She says, "This is great for your complexion. I recommend that you use it."
Oh, thank you. And as I'm putting my stuff on, I'm like equipping my armor right now because now I'm paranoid. But as I'm putting my clothes back on, I ask if there's like, is there a are we allowed to tip? I don't care if we're allowed. May I tip you?
I would appreciate, hon. Thank you very much.
Yes, and I will actually give her 2 gold pieces.
All right.
Is that a good tip? I don't know how money works.
She says, "Woman of the cloth and woman of my heart. Thank you very much."
Thank you. I will be back. Also, let me know if you need anything. And may Saloon shine down on you as you wander and as you flourish.
Oh, thank you very much. And she puts her hands together and she does like a slight bow, like with the golden hand. And then she goes to the door, unlocks it, and like lets you out.
Cool. Yeah, I walk out and I see the rest of the gang.
It's kind of hard to miss them.
Yeah, I immediately walk out, I take a look around and I'm like,
The white ball kind of like steps out of the pool, like leaving all the filth that he scrubbed into the empty pool, and then he walks across and then gets into the pool with this other person that's significantly cleaner to rinse himself off.
Yeah, and this person is visibly bothered by the fact that you just did this. And also, Dahlia, as you step out with Jabez, she turns to Mikey, and she says, "All right, Mikey, do whatever you need to. I'm done." And then she goes off, and she yells at the attendant, "All right, I'm going to go get lunch. I'll be back in an hour."
Where is Mikey right now?
He is right next to the door.
Okay. Okay.
Johan, were you sitting on the bench?
I was pacing around, being very impatient, and
so he looks over. You see Mikey look toward you because you see Dahlia and this woman come out of the massage room, and Mikey looks at you and he kind of like tilts his head back, like motioning for you to come over.
That took long.
Okay.
And Hogar, you definitely see Johan being motioned by this guy.
Cool.
At this point, I would think the zone of truth has like run its course.
Indeed, it has.
So I'm just gonna walk.
Lawrence, I couldn't hear you if you said.
Is Zone of Truth an hour or 10 minutes?
It's 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's gone. I am going to walk behind Johan, and I am going to wait. I'm going to wait until Mikey shows us where the VIP room. Then I want to do something. But I'm going to wait till he shows us the room.
Okay.
Yes.
Malachi is still putting on his armor and stuff in the other room.
Okay. So Johan and Hogar, you guys, he opens the door for you, the massage room for you, and motions for you to walk in.
Cool. Let's walk in then.
Can you ping where we're supposed to be?
Yeah.
I believe over
Yeah, so it would be over here.
Yeah, so you can just start walking towards and things will light up and we'll see.
there. Okay.
Are they going into the room I was in?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Vol doesn't grab his armor or anything. He just grabs a towel, like dries himself off, and grabs another towel, and then another towel, and then like makes a giant loincloth for him, and just kind of like walks himself in here with them.
Okay. So you guys walk into this room. At first glance, it's just you just see a massage table with like a bunch of shelves and stuff. And as you guys walk in, he closes the door, and he like looks around where he does so, and then he reaches up to lock the door. As you guys walk in, and he says, "All right, so we got the goods." And he walks over to a shelf. He pulls away a like a kind of like a canvas, like curtain, that's draped over the shelf, and he puts a bunch of crates on the massage table, and he just says, "All right, so what's your poison? You got dream mist. We got dream mist. We got sleeping dust. We got Vondur. We got Tanspara. Whatever your whichever room you'd like into."
What one goes well with whiskey?
You need something that's a little bit more of a downer. I'd say that Traveler's Dust goes well with the whiskey.
So, like, would I like smoke that or like eat it and then drink the whiskey, or can I like mix it up?
Well, I mean, if you're walking the Crimson Road, I'd say that you probably just want to melt it a little bit, get a little spuff.
But
what's it for the rest of you?
I think you're wasting my time. I want the really good stuff.
Oh, you're a man.
You trying to disparage my purchase over here, Johan?
Hey,
so to clarify,
if you can't,
this is the shelf she was pointing to, right? My masseuse.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. He says, "All right, you're a man of high taste." He reaches down on the shelf and grabs a chest and he pulls a key from a ring of keys and unlocks the chest. He says, straight from Karatur, dragon skin. And he unveils in like a little jar. It's like this brown paste. It's 100 gold. It's 100 gold for. It's 100 gold for a full vial.
How many people are in this room?
What'd you say?
Vol is looking around the room. How many people are in this room?
What, 4 of you went in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's Johan.
How many of his people are in this room is what Vol is looking at. So it's just him.
Like,
and
is it just
it's just him.
Huh. And he locked the door, by the way.
Yeah, it sounds like the recon part's over.
Y'all have fun. I'm not in there.
Yeah.
Well, don't you have some like stuff like in the back that is actually like a little bit better than that?
I don't know about better than that.
Is this a window?
Yes.
Okay.
Is anybody looking in this window?
There's like,
because pal.
I mean, there's no one. You don't see anyone out there.
Yeah, I don't.
and it's
But
closed.
Well, I want to tell him. Well, this stuff isn't real. This is fake stuff. I ain't paying 100 gold for that.
Look, you questioning my product, buddy?
Dude, you could get this.
You can call me a lot of things, but
I saw Johnny Walker selling this over on the corner.
Bullshit. Johnny Walker. That little twerp ain't got nothing.
He's got that.
If anything, he's got that. If anything, he's got fake grass. But you can't tell me that this ain't genuine dragon skin.
That's the same stuff Johnny Walker is selling.
I tell you what.
I don't.
You want to taste?
What? Dude, that's. I want real stuff.
Like being kind of slighted before, Vold kind of steps in front of Johan. Is like, I'll take that taste.
How about we take different tastes at different time frame? Because you don't want to mess up your appetite.
So so you so you're going to so he looks at you, Vol, and he's like, all right. As he was about to close the chest, he opens it back up, grabs a small vial, and he grabs like a kind of a small wooden spatula, and he dips it into the vial, and he says, all yours, bud. And he says, rub it generously on the skin.
You might want to count those gold pieces before you let him have that.
Oh,
he didn't. It's not. He's not. It's not paying for it. It's just a taste.
It's just a taste. So just rub it on the skin.
He's giving away free samples.
The first taste is always free. That's
he still has some like tension on his neck, so he like kind of rubs it up. He's gonna look.
Okay.
Because he didn't have like a massage like some others. He just got clean.
I need you, Vol, to make a Constitution saving throw. At disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
Yeah.
Can I use my? Actually, no, I don't have any mic here, so I cannot use that room. So yeah, all right. Con save.
Did you say you all?
No, just
Vol.
That's
okay.
Vol.
Okay.
I just need Curtis Mayfield to be playing in the background talking about I'm your pusher man. I'm your brother, I'm your daddy, I'm that.
I see one that 9.
Yeah, I also have a nat 20 that's still for my birthday that I should probably just use.
Use that in place of which one? Because it's at a disadvantage, so it's going to be the lowest one.
Okay, well then I will use it for the 9.
I was like, don't use that nat 20 now.
No.
Yeah, I was like, don't use that nat 20 now.
It'll take him from a 9 to a 13, which maybe will be better. Depending on what, I don't know.
So you rub it on your skin, and nothing happens. And then
nothing whatsoever.
And
then you begin to feel your skin begin to like you begin to grow like these like earthy scales on your skin, and you begin to notice that like you start noticing like everything begins to get like sharper, and you feel a bit of burning in your eyes for a moment, and everyone who's looking at Vol, you see that his eyes begin to turn dragon-like.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
He just took speed.
Yeah.
He's that boy from Limitless.
So
and he says, and then Mikey looks at you, Johan, and he's like, yeah, but it's fake, right?
I guess this is where Johnny Walker must have stole the stuff from.
Look,
Hope
screw
you-
that guy.
I hope you keep good inventory.
Either we're
selling your-
talking.
He's selling
either
your
we're do-
stuff for 1 gold a hit.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
This only one gold?
Trust me, he's selling something, but it ain't this.
That boy high as fuck.
Wait. Pop. What is he selling?
I think we're off topic here, gentlemen.
No, I mean, okay. I'll listen to you, preach lady.
What's this dragon skills? Because I know Johnny's got it for one, right? Right, Johan?
Make a deception check. Whoever's trying, make a deception check.
Oh, but is it really deception for me? Because I'm literally, I assume he just came in and said Johnny has it.
Are you again, like, if you're trying to convince him that Johnny Walker is selling this stuff elsewhere, I need a deception check.
Okay, fair.
I will give you a deception check.
It is an impossibly high DC, I feel like.
Difference between being mistaken and lying. And that's all an intent. That's all I'm saying.
The whole point is, it's either way. Johan is making
All right. Well,
is attempting this, but like, I need a deception check from someone because Mikey he's considering it, but it doesn't seem like he buys it.
did that go through?
Not from you, Johan. It may be in the game log. Well, yeah, that's a 21.
Wow.
Oh.
He considers it for a moment. He's like, so Johnny Walker's got it, huh?
Well, he must
So what
have got
you
it.
so what you
Must have
coming
got
to
it
me
from
for?
you. I figured what he had must have been fake since he was only selling it for 1 gold.
Yeah, he does not believe you. He thinks about it for a moment, but your story doesn't hold weight. He's like, if Johnny Walker's selling this for a gold, he's an idiot.
Do I have any like stat boost right now? Like, do I actually feel faster or tougher?
You feel tougher, and you seem to be like noticing things more. Like you're even like you couldn't see
Only
before, but
looking around the
you're
room.
actually, as you look around, you're actually beginning to like, you feel like you're able to like see what you can smell. It's really weird.
Synesthesia and whatnot.
Yeah,
Like see colors and smell and see smells.
yeah. There's it's very overwhelming for you right now, though.
You're about to get Johnny Walker killed, bro. like after we leave, they're gonna kill Johnny Walker.
And he's kind of like trying to look at his hands and just kind of like swimming around like right now.
And he's like, and Mikey looks up. He's like, so you guys want to finish business, or you want to take care of your buddy here? As he motions to
I
Johan.
think you ought to look at your storeroom because that's if you don't notice anything missing from here, it must have been where Johnny got it from.
Who says we got a storeroom? Who says
This is your whole stash? I don't believe you.
What?
Make a persuasion check, Johan.
So intense.
Chris, I just want to reiterate that you have advanced vision / perception. Just naming that as a fact.
Yeah, I'm looking around.
That one
might be a good time to roll some dice. I'm just saying.
I mean, Doug, he over here talking about I can't feel my face when he over here talking about Novocaine.
No, the numbness doesn't set in yet.
Yeah.
But are your teeth wiggling yet?
Oh my god.
So he considers what you say. He says, so what if Johnny does have it in you saying I got a mole?
I think you ought to at least check and see if anything's missing.
Well,
Seems like it to me.
I guess I'll do that later, huh?
But don't you want to do that now with us? And I cast suggestion again.
Oh, snap. Oh,
If
snap.
somebody's been messing with your stash, I don't want to buy any of this.
Dang, Chris, a 23?
All right. Yep, that's an 18.
Yeah, no, don't work.
He saved.
He said,
And he looks over. He looks over at you, Hogar, and he's like, "Now listen here, friend. We're not gonna try that again."
I mean, we're just being friends. And I cast Charm Person.
Why?
You're blowing all your spell slots.
You attempt to cast Charm
We were
Person.
only
but,
supposed to do recon.
you attempt to cast Charm Person, but the spell seems to fizzle out.
We
As you try and cast it.
It looks
And he
suspicious.
grabs your wrist, and he's like, "Now listen, man. It's business until it ain't. Now don't try that shit again."
How big does
As a matter of fact, I'm beginning to think that you guys are really spitting in the face of our hospitality here. And he lets go of your wrist. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
How big did he look? Like in stature of Hogar, how big did he look?
I was so happy right now.
He's like a foot taller than you.
A foot taller? How big is he compared to Vol?
He's about Vol's size. He's a little bit under Vol size.
And the door's locked, right?
It is.
I think it's time to put him in a headlock and give him a noogie.
Hey,
What did Chris see?
Yeah, what did Vol see when he did his perception check?
You notice that there are Vol, you're like, it's a little bit too much for you. But you notice that there are scuff marks in an arc on the ground in front of the shelf that he was that he pulled the stuff from.
And so, like, Vol sees the scuff marks, and he's kind of like, you guys don't see this? Just like 47 tracker, like, I don't see, like, because he sees it in, like, mirrors of it. So it's like, there's like 47 different, like, circles around the floor down here. You don't see this?
That gouge is at least 47 microns thick.
He's like, so you see it's like an arc coming from the corner of the shelf.
Like if the shelf opened somehow, like a door or something.
Well, you wouldn't know, Dahlia, because you don't see it. But,
You're right. You're right.
So, like, Vol kind of like holds his like temple as he's trying to like orient himself, and like reaches out to like put his hand on the dude's shoulder, and he kind of like claps it, like steadies himself, and it's like, all right. I mean, thank you for your hospitality, but like, why'd you lock us in here with you? Like, that was a bad move, friend. And then he just kind of like he just kind of puts him in like he just kind of swivels around him, and
I've
then
seen your headlock.
And like tries to like sink a rear naked on him, just like just go to sleep, buddy.
Towels drop.
As you've got your arms around his neck, he's like,
as
bad move, buddy.
Oh no!
Like, bad move, buddy. You see him grab a vial from his pocket. He smashes it on his bare chest, smears it all in, and he begins growing scales on himself too. And while you are in this room, you guys see two creatures that were standing appear in the corners.
Can we all fit?
And they're just kind of pushing their arms against the wall, the corner walls, to hold themselves up above.
Yeah, Mikey's not stupid. Mikey's not gonna walk in a room full of people with his stash without having backup.
And he's
Right.
and as he begins growing, I'm gonna need all of you to roll initiative.
There we
Man,
go.
hanging out with these guys.
Except for Malachi, who's not
Malachi's
here.
not there.
Like, no, Malachi's in a room like, this is supposed to be a fucking recon mission. This is why I don't work with goddamn I don't work with fucking strangers.
I'm gonna.
like in his head, he is cussing everybody out. I ain't finished my fucking massage. These motherfuckers supposed to start a fucking.
Well, you don't know that. You're in another room.
No, I know when you said we gotta go, that meant that y'all was about to start some fuckery.
I mean, you know that. You definitely know that.
It's like,
I'm going to need initiative from Malachi too, though. But
all right,
I got a 5. It just randomly popped off, but I got a 5.
yeah, it's all good.
y'all chose to pop off with the dude who chose to lock himself in a room with y'all. He chose that. He chose the battlefield. I'm like,
Would you? If he's an idiot, that's the best kind of an enemy. Is a stupid.
Exactly. Exactly. This is all planned.
okay, I just want to know. I want everybody in the chat to know that Roll20 hates me. I have advantage on initiative rolls because of my bow, and I got a 10.
That's not.
It'd
They
be
got
like
play
that.
D&D and Beyond for that one.
Hey, it'd be like that sometimes.
Roll20 is just like, nah, dog, fuck your life.
You rolled a 3
And a 4.
on initiative.
And a 4.
Dog, I rolled a 3.
plus 4.
Oh,
Like,
no,
yeah.
4.
I rolled a 3, and I rolled a
6.
yeah,
Yes.
because I have a +4 initiative.
Ooh.
Man,
Well, I mean, I tried to be the Kova. I tried to do the sneaky way. I tried it. I tried your way. No, not your way. I did definitely think.
No, we were supposed to get information, then leave. That was all we were supposed to do.
Wait,
We're gonna get information. We're gonna
We're
kill
trying
them,
to.
and then we'll leave.
right. We had ideas. I knew. I see what Johan was doing. I was there.
I was there.
All right.
It worked.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of tired of Derica always one-upping me with like 0.12 or something on our. I always feel slighted.
Just a little bit.
Oh, it's so
I
slighted.
mean, what's your deck?
Hey, we're all Chris. We're all Derica. We all have 14s.
You say your deck.
This is true.
This is true. You say your deck is what?
14.
So you're technically 14.14.
Ooh.
14.14.
Ooh.
But
You're
there was
before
too.
me.
Lovely.
You're before me.
Oh, okay. All right,
My-
well, then,
my
I-
dex is
I-
12.
I fall.
Can I use? I just realized that. Can I use my 1 copper piece to re-roll
One
and
copper
do
piece.
an inspiration? I
Your
mean,
copper
do
gift?
the initiative.
Yes, you can.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
because I think a 5 is not going to do it. I have to get at least a 12. There you go. I gotta do at least 12. I can't. Oh.
Okay.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I know it feels weird. It feels weird.
You're
Look.
a wizard, and wizards don't have high decks. They usually go when the clerics go, and that's usually at the end.
I want to punch something. Okay.
You chose the wrong class for punching.
What is that? Hold on. Oh, that's my.
That's the guy transforming into a dragon right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. He,
Wait, what happened? I can't see on
Oh.
Roll20. I don't see the.
That's because you're still in your room.
Yep. You
If you
don't
step
know
right outside your room, you'll see it.
You think everything is cozy right now. You're just getting you're smelling like
No,
flowers
I'm
right now.
I'm getting dressed, dog. I'm still buzzing because of my wake and bake. I'm still getting dressed. I was happy with my massage. I'm irritated.
Irritated.
I'm irritated.
Oh, I don't
All
like
right.
that they're going so far before us.
Me
Come on,
neither.
Johan.
Winston, I forgot to click on my token. I have an 8, or unless you do.
So you got to click on
you
your
should-
token and roll again, is what you do.
You can.
Alright.
You should be able to update it. Or actually, no. If you're, I just need to add you to the token. There's a lot of tokens in the
I
small.
mean, I would love to
Yes.
re-roll that, but
Yeah, click your token and then roll it again in D&D.
Or you could just.
Or you can use your nat 20. That's also
Can
an
you-
option.
Can you put me in the turn order, or do I put myself in the turn order?
You gotta click.
I can add you to the tournament order. It's hard to do when you're not on defense.
I'm in D&D
You want to add your
now.
turn, Malachi? Well, but the thing is, if you're not using Beyond 20 to communicate between roll 20 and Beyond, like you can't add yourself to the turn order when you roll initiative. So you guys should be able to update your initiative in the turn tracker now.
Huh.
Okay.
That's
I can plug it in manually. You're right.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Don't see how to do that.
If you scroll down on the turn order, you should see Johan on it,
Yep.
and then you just update you click on the number, and then press enter once you type it in. There you go, and then this guy.
Okay.
Right.
I don't feel that bad.
All right. So,
Not looking good, fam.
It's not.
We got him right where we want him.
It's not my dudes.
The more confident you are, the less confident I am.
Right there, so we can...
It looks like this guy is going first. So, Buddy Boy in the corner, he is going to.
What even is he? Oh, he's got long hair, and I zoomed in. Okay,
You just don't care.
he looked way more terrifying before I zoomed in and saw that it was a person. I was like, "What kind of creature is this?"
So they because they appeared and you guys did not see them.
Oh no!
This is a surprise attack, and so he is going to. You see him grab a pair of nunchucks from his belt, and he jumps down and he's going to attack you, Val, since you're grappling his boss. He gets advantage on that attack.
Did they, out of curiosity, did they hear the whole conversation? Were they there for the whole massage?
You don't know currently. That is a 14 and a 13.
Dahlia goes into
Since I am naked, actually, does the dragon scales give me any kind of AC boost?
They give you +2 to your AC.
Well, then no, it does not.
Hey.
All right.
Wait, you're naked and your AC is 16?
I'm 13 naked.
Hey.
So it's 15.
Right.
Cool.
Right.
And so you rolled a 13.
Yeah.
Yep. A 14. But
14, yeah.
Because he rolled. He's rolling these at advantage, and he has multi attacks. So 1, 2. So he attacks again. This time with a 14 and a 13 again. That one misses, and then but for the last one, he rolls a 21.
Oh.
Ooh,
3.
Yeah,
so
so that's 6 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
What in the world are we fighting? What is that?
Turtles.
I know. I was like, Michelangelo.
Somehow this is
Get
Chris's
the fuck
fault.
out of here.
You should realize his name was Mikey.
So could you make a Constitution saving throw? Because you have this guy grappled, right?
I don't know if we actually resolved that. If he actually.
Oh yeah,
you just said he slapped the vial on his chest, and then.
Yeah, so you did have him grappled for the time being, but so yeah, Constitution thing. Okay, so you definitely hold on to him, yeah, while all this is happening. Now he's going to try and wrestle you.
Can't take these fucking people nowhere.
You don't know what's happening. No, I'm just kidding.
No, in my head, I am thinking this while I'm getting dressed.
So, I need you to make a strength check, to try and hold him.
Fucking people nowhere.
He rolled a 26.
What?
Okay.
Wow.
That's strong.
Vol just kind of like chuckles and he kind of like rolls his neck after he gets hit, and the dude gets out. And it's like,
Oh no.
Yeah, and he's like, keep laughing, buddy. And Vol, you are feeling like you feel like this weird sensation, like this weird warm sensation in your stomach. And your stomach, your stomach feels very weird for some weird reason, for some strange reason. I need you to make a Constitution saving.
If you're gonna throw up on the guy.
Exactly. Wow.
Is he gonna breathe fire?
Yeah. You feel like something you feel something like warm coming up, but you are able to suppress it.
okay.
And this guy is going to. So the guy that rustles away from you, he uses action to pull away. But you notice that his facial features are becoming more dragon-like. He's not particularly happy. But you see him begin to glare very smugly at you as he rips away from you. And with that, I believe it is time for us to end our show.
It is.
Until next week.
Damn.
Until next time.
Damn.
Here we are, folks, in a packed room in a massage parlor, about to wrestle a half dragon man that transformed because of drug use. Stay in school, kids. Don't use drugs. That's what this entire episode has been about.
Winner.
No.
Saturday morning.
Is that what happens?
Saturday
Is that what
morning.
happens if you actually catch the dragon?
Welcome, thank you everyone for joining us. So, big news for everyone out there. We're now going to be doing some interaction in the Discord after stream. We're going to be putting up a poll asking what was the play of the game, what was the interaction, what was the thing, the player that stood out to you during the stream, and whoever wins is going to get a nat 20 to use at the in the next stream. So and it can and that nat 20 will not carry over, so they'll have to use it in the next. So we will be dropping that in the Discord chat. So want to get some thoughts on who had the play of the game. We'll vote for that. It is players only, so this won't be going to the GM. And I know that you can't pick favorites, but I mean, there's got to be one that stood out. There's got to be one. There's got to be one.
You're saying that we can win a nat 20, huh?
Indeed.
Yes. Well,
you can, and we will be doing this.
Well, game on then.
So, with that being said,
game on.
Make sure that you check out the other awesome streams that we've got going on here at REM. Join the Patreon, join the Discord so you can be involved in all of the shenanigans that happens between streams and between broadcasts, and be in on the action. You might even be able to join one of these streams that we've got coming up. You know, we have a lot of opportunities for the REM rats to get involved here.
Yes.
I don't care what anyone says with REM rats. #REMRats.
Hashtag
it. We will see you.
Rim rats are a CR3 creature. They're like face spiders. They jump between realms.
Get out of here.
They do force damage instead of piercing damage.
Get out of here.
You can't resist force damage.
Actually, we think it's force damage. It's definitely piercing damage.
No, it's psychic damage. That's what it is. It's
No matter what
damage.
weapon a rim rat holds, they will have it deals piercing damage.
it does. Program does piercing damage. They have to.
Thank you all for joining us. We hope to see you next week. I'm your host, Winston Lewis, and we will see you. Love you. Be good people.
Bye.